Okay, now we go across to the next very large greenhouse operation. This is much warmer temperature in here, where we grow the tropical Cymbidium orchids. Cymbidiums are known all over the world and they're grown in many greenhouse cultures, particularly in the colder parts of the world, such as in Europe, whereas they naturally occur in places like Southeast Asia, Malaysia, Singapore, in the tropical countries. Here on the right side, we have plants that are about half a year old. They're basically grown in a sphagnum moss environment. However, we found that part of the moss can be replaced with our bamboo charcoal based granules, our BVP number 1, ideally. And as you can see with those plants here, growing very well, established very well, very healthy in the leaf structure. And as we move across into the plants that are now nearly 1 year old and starting to develop the first shoots. So the first flower spikes here are coming along. We will then move next door and have a look at the ones that are already in flower. So the Cymbidiums, just about ready for flowering, and I would say come Christmas time or Chinese New Year time, these plants will be in the shop with a full head of flowers. Replacing part of the quite expensive moss with the bamboo charcoal granules definitely gives an advantage in growing the Cymbidium orchids. Now we're moving into the finishing area where the flowers are being moved from the pots where they initially grow, from the plastic pots, and moved into the commercially traded flower pots. The more common mauve or purple flowers, white flowers, large, small, and as we can see here, the shoots are now being supported, and as these are maturing, they get transplanted. Down here, we have a lot more of the flower, many different types. Now getting ready to be moved into the shops. Here again, the smaller variety in the small tubes, still sitting in the small tubes, which then get moved into the larger pots and into the shops. Very large area of the finishing greenhouse. Temperature controlled, fully automated growing area in Songjiao, near Shanghai City. Here we're getting ready for the shops with the transplanted cymbidiums. Again, in the early growing stage, replacing some of the imported moss now with some of the granular bamboo charcoal products is a great help in growing these very valuable orchids.